Hello students, let us start chapter number 6. Chapter number 5 already completed. It is chapter of heat and temperature. These two words are very common words in our daily life. We very commonly talk about heat and temperature. But most of the people, especially those who have less knowledge of science or less interest in science, have misconception of these two quantities, heat and temperature. They normally think that both heat and temperature are same things. But heat and temperature are entirely different things. Heat is a form of energy. Students, the quantity by which work can be done is equivalent to energy. In our daily life, there are so many examples in which work is being done using heat, like your bike, your car, truck, bus, etc. By combustion of fuel in engine of these vehicles, heat is generated and that heat is finally utilized to run these vehicles. Means when these vehicles are running, they are doing some work, and this work is ultimately coming from the heat generated in the engine. So heat can give work, heat can do work, therefore heat is a form of energy. But this energy has a sensation. If a hot body comes in contact, you have sensation of hotness, and if a cold body comes in contact, you have sensation of coldness. So you differentiate these two experiences on the basis of heat. Now temperature. Temperature is a quantity which determines degree of hotness or coldness. Suppose there are two bodies. Both are hot. Both the bodies are being touched by you. So you will have different experience. You will say that this body is less hot, this body is more hot. But how can you say that this body is less hot or more hot? Only merely experience is not going to work in science. There should be some clear indication, some clear quantity by which you can describe that this body is hot up to this extent and that body is less hot up to this extent. So that quantity is called temperature. Temperature determines degree of hotness or coldness. Means a body is less hot or more hot. For example, if temperature of a body is 100 degrees C and temperature of another body is 80 degrees C, obviously degree of hotness of first body is more and degree of hotness of second body is less. How are you deciding? On the basis of 100 degrees C and 80 degrees C. So this is meaning of degree of hotness and coldness. Since heat and temperature are physical quantities, so these quantities should be measured in terms of some units. I have just told that heat is equivalent to energy, and you know that unit of heat is joule, unit of energy is joule. So heat can also be represented in joule, but it is very raw form of energy and it gives sensation of hotness and coldness. So using another unit, calorie, it is differentiated from other sources of energy or other forms of energy. So it is also represented in terms of calorie. 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joules. These values you have to learn. 1 kilocalorie, 4.2 into 10 to the power 3 joule, and 1 joule is equal to 0.24 calorie. Now students, let us understand different effects of heat. If heat is supplied to a body, what is going to happen? First is change in temperature, very common. Suppose you are having some water. This water is kept in a vessel or utensil, and that utensil is kept on flame. You will see that after some time temperature will rise because of heat supplied to water. So first effect of heat is to change temperature, to increase temperature. Very common. Second, change in state. It is also very common. You take a piece of ice. It is in solid state. Now take that piece of ice in contact of some hot body, or in contact of flame, or in the sun. In all these conditions, heat will be supplied to ice cube, and you will see that ice starts melting. Means ice is being converted into liquid. So if heat is supplied to a body, there is possibility of changing state. Means solid can change to liquid, liquid can change to vapor. Vapor example is also common. Water is boiled, vapors are coming out. So liquid state of water is converted into vapor state. So second effect of heat is to change state. Third state, change in dimension. Dimension means size. This example is not very common. You have to observe this effect very carefully. Suppose you are having a rod, metal rod. You measure length of that rod very accurately. Now heat this rod up, and after heating you measure temperature, measure length again. You will see that there is certain rise in length, certain increase in length. It means size of rod is changed because of supply of heat. Similarly, if you take a metal plate having certain area, heat is supplied. After supplying heat, if you measure area, you will see that area is slightly more. Similarly, you think in case of volumes. So third effect of heat is to change dimension. Dimension means length, area, radius, volume, etc. So there are different effects of heat. Students, in previous chapters you are having basic idea of change of state, melting, boiling, reasons you have studied. I hope you will try to understand all these phenomena by reading your book, because you have already studied. So I don't think much help is required explaining all these things. But I will try to give basic idea about these phenomena in next video. And of course, I will give some clear examples of change in dimensions so that you can understand better. I hope you could understand. Best of luck, students. Keep studying.